It was good, world. This is Dre Day, a.k.a. Andre and Dawn Music, with the International Underground Magazine, Ugmagonline.com. We have massive featured artists in the magazine. Massive, get loud.
Yes,
let your crowd
yes, sir. Massive in the building. BX stand up. What's good? What's good?
It's good, Massive, for the world to know. You know, you're in the entertainment business. You featured in our magazine. What is Massive to your fans?
Massive is just like large. Like I cover all bases. When I say massive, I got that name when I was 8 years old when I first started rhyming. What it entails. It's just like the depth of my lyrics. Like, you know, I reach massive crowds. You know.
Yeah, is that your performance name or?
Yeah, that's my performance name. Also, is Filthy Rich as well. A couple of dudes had already had that, and not that I was worried about like being sued or nothing like that. It was more like the other dudes named Filthy Rich wasn't really lyrically up to par. I didn't want to be confused with them. So when they called me Massive, is the name that I first had. Filthy Rich, I called myself Filthy Rich in '99, so now it's just Massive, a.k.a. Filthy Rich. But either one, it don't work. It don't matter.
Now, is that your business name? Did you have that name trademark, or was Filthy Rich trademark or Massive trademark?
Massive isn't trademark. Massive is trademarked by me. Filthy Rich wasn't trademarked. That is just a name that's all over YouTube. Like it's like maybe 10 Filthy Riches that's out there. I don't want to be confused with them, you know what I mean?
I understand. You want your money to come directly to you, or your followers love to come directly to you. That's understandable.
Exactly.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, shoot, man. I've been doing this for years. Honestly, I've been doing this for about maybe 20 plus years.
20 plus years, and did you start up right in the rapping, or what other areas of music did you start into?
I was always rapping. I would write for other artists. I wrote some R&B joints. Wrote for other rap artists. But it was always rap for me.
It was always rap.
Dabbled in the beats a little bit, but you know, rapping is my thing. That's what I do. That's my specialty right there.
Was there any family influence, or was there any other artists that influenced you to get into the industry?
Not to get into the industry. I would say, like, if anybody influenced me to get into the industry, it's probably the artist that was doing it when I was younger, like Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Public Enemy. Those were the four major entities that had me like, yo, this is what I'm meant to do, you know?
And what was it about their style that intrigued your interest?
About their styles?
Yeah.
For Slick Rick, I always loved his storytelling. Like the way he spit a story was like I felt like I was there. With Big Daddy Kane, I always loved his wordplay. Like to this day, I don't know a rapper that can match that type of wordplay. And he always kept it like on a positive note. Like it was never like, you know, I'm packing guns, I'm selling this, I'm selling that. Like he was always on the up and up, and lyrically he was just crazy.
Now, do you incorporate some of their styles into your formula?
Not purposely. I just think that just based on influence. Like I do tell stories in some of my songs. My wordplay, I always make sure that my wordplay is on point. I guess that's something that I kind of got from Big Daddy Kane. You know, ain't no half stepping days. I felt like, you know, don't come to the table unless you bring in something real. So that was one of the people. Big Daddy Kane was one of the people that made me feel like if I was to come to the table, I gotta come bringing it. So I always made sure that my wordplay was on point. I didn't purposely like do stories or do storytelling raps because Slick Rick did it. Just more like if I had a story to tell, I would tell it.
Describe your sound. you describe what other artists, their style that you want to get away from. You know, you don't want to be pigeonholed like them or identified like them. What is your style?
My style is more like when I was using the name Filthy Rich, it didn't have anything to do with money. My style is more like is rough, it's rugged, but I'm not rapping gangster. You won't hear me talking about packing a Glock. You won't hear me talking about being on the corner selling rocks and stuff like that. My style is rugged, but it's positive. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I may come across on the mic may be real hardcore, but if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm not really saying anything negative. If anything, I'm talking about how rappers can't see me.
Was it something about your past, or is it just your upbringing, why you wouldn't do a certain style of rap?
Not necessarily. I just strive to be different from anybody else. So if I hear like a bunch of dudes doing one thing, I'm gonna go completely left. I'm gonna do something different. I don't want to be categorized with anybody. I don't want people to say, "Oh, he sounds like this dude," or "He sounds like that dude." You may think my voice sounds like somebody else's voice, but I can't really help that. As far as my rapping style is considered, like I will always try to stray away from whatever I hear people's styles being. So if a certain rapper had a style, I would not purposely not ever do that style. You know.
Yeah. What do you look in terms as far as culture or structured entrepreneurship?
I'm sorry, repeat that question?
I said, what do you look for as far as structure or entrepreneurship?
What do
going into the industry, what's going on today? You know how some people go into the industry and they just walk in, they want to put a beat on YouTube or a video on YouTube. What is structure? How is structure so important into going into the industry as well as entrepreneurship?
I mean, it's very important. Nowadays, labels don't even like look to build their artists. They don't even look to build their artists up to be a artist for this industry. They kind of want you to already come like that. Like it's kind of like having some type of a toy or some type of product that they already want the finished product and don't want to polish it themselves. They want you to come to the table with everything. So I think the most important thing is to have your buzz up, have your views, have a following, have a faithful following. That's most important. Have a website presence, have a following, have showcases, make sure that your name is out there. That's where you start.
Yes, getting yourself incorporated as an entity, as a business. Now, are you signed or unsigned?
I'm unsigned.
You're unsigned. Okay, and are you a solo artist or do you have a team?
No, I'm a solo artist. I do run with a team, but I'm a solo artist. Shout out to LIP, that's my hood. We just like the 2013 BX Wu-Tang, like it's mad of us that rock, but everybody's kind of doing their own thing. So, I can't say that we all like running together, but we all come from the same hood, so that love is always there. But as far as me being an artist, I'm a solo artist.
People always have, coming up in the industry, they always join little groups and, starting off, you don't remember the names, but what are some of the names of some of the groups that you started off with? Because I know it was funny to me. I know I was part of Midnight City. Name some of the groups you were part of growing up through the years to where you became an independent artist.
Oh, man. When I first started off, I was 8 years old rapping, and we used to do little shows in Brooklyn. I was part of this crew called Little Rascals. That was me at 8 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was me and two other cats. We was actually dissing Crisscross. That's how far back it goes. We talking like 91, 92. And let's see. I put together a group called the Faculty down in Virginia. A bunch of dudes from school. From college I went to. Shout out to Virginia State University. But a lot of dudes, probably like about 6 cats. One from Philly, one from VA, one from DC, one from South Carolina, one from Jersey, and then it was me. So we was called the Faculty. Another group I was in was me and another dude. We was a duo called Lock and Load. Another crew that I was running with, True Fam. Another crew I was running with, it's mad crews. Like honestly, like I'm more of an affiliate. Like I was the only groups I was actually in, like hard running with them hard. Like this is my group. Would be the Faculty, Lock and Load. That was back in 2005, 2006. And Little Rascals when I was a shorty. But everything after that was more like affiliations. I had a affiliate. Oh, shout out to the Baker Boys. Yeah, I run with the Baker Boys too. Those are my dudes out there in DMV area. Yeah, they doing it big out there.
Were you so motivated? Did you have a management team?
Nah, I did all this myself. I did all that myself. Like I never had a manager. I never had anybody no team around me. It was more just me and if it was anybody I was working with, it was people that I put in position. Like, okay, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. But nobody ever actually came to me and was like, I want to manage you. A couple of dudes did, but I didn't really. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is grimy in this business. You know what Q-Tip said, industry rule number 4080. Industry record company people are shady. So I don't bond myself, I don't tax myself to people that quick. It takes a lot for somebody to ride with me like that. So no managers.
That makes you stand out or original. But why do you consider yourself like a big picture person rather than a detail-orientated person, or do you consider yourself both, or you're a detail-orientated person?
I would say I'm more both. I believe more in the detail-orientated side because, I take pride in the things that I say. I take pride in my lyrics and my songs, the way I put songs together. That means a lot to me. So I'm not one for the radio. I'm not the radio airplay rapper. I'm not the dude that, if you need something that you could dance to, but he ain't really saying nothing, that ain't me. Even if I put out a record that you could dance to, I'm still gonna be saying something on the record.
Now, is there anybody in your past who made a difference in your life that made you continue on when you were feeling low?
My family, like the closest ones to me, my girl. A lot of times, when I was just feeling like this industry is going left and this shit ain't for me no more. A lot of dudes my age feel like they not in love with hip hop no more. And I'm talking about these are people that 91, 92, whatever was popping. See, in the early 90s, we had so many different styles of hip hop that no massive group of people could follow one particular rapper because you had so many different rappers that were nice, that were doing different things. Now it's more like you gotta sound like somebody else to be hot, and I don't respect that. The rules are broken. You know what I'm saying? Like the code is gone. The code of ethics in hip hop is gone, and for that reason, at times I felt like, nah, I ain't doing this. I don't want to do this shit no more. But a lot of people around me, my girl, my family, even my mom was like, yo, you got to keep doing this. You got a gift. Don't let it go. The funny thing about it is, I think Rakim had won a award, like a Lifetime Achievement Award, Source Awards a couple of years ago, and he had said something to the effect of, you're never too old to be rapping. As long as you're breathing, if you got it, do it. And that kind of stuck with me hard, and I kind of took it like he was talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I intercede on that. I intercede. Understand.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any our listeners should be going to get right now in the stores? Anything that you have available that we should go get?
Well, I got the previous album, Filthy Rich, It's a Dirty Game. on that Piff. If you go on that Piff, you look up Filthy Rich. It's a dirty game for parental advisory, strong lyrics. But it's a dirty game on that Piff. I'm dropping a new album, Lyrically Massive, probably in about 2 more months. So I got the singles out now on YouTube, Girls and Women. You can look up Massive featuring S. Rob, Girls and Women. That's the single I got out right now.
Okay, do you have anything that you're doing, live performances? Are there any live performances that you're doing anywhere locally or worldwide?
Well, I've done shows at Pyramid as of this year. Like I did a show at the Pyramid, I did a show at Iguana Lounge, I did a show at Worth Cafe. I've been buzzing around the city a little bit, but I'm really waiting to get this CD.
Where's that at? For your worldwide listeners, where are those clubs you just located, or those spots you just located?
Iguana Lounge, well, all those spots is in Manhattan. Iguana Lounge is on, like, I think 53rd between 5th and Park or something like that. Worth Cafe is right downtown by the Brooklyn Bridge. So on Worth Street between Broadway and Lafayette. And what you call it? The Pyramid. Pyramid is on Pyramid Club. Hold on 1 second. Pretty crazy. Pyramid is on Avenue A between 6th and 7th Street. That's the most recent club out there, Club Pyramid.
So they were all local?
Yeah, they all the city.
So if someone was offering you an opportunity to do a performance, a set, somewhere out of the country, would you go? Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, and that's not necessarily even for the paper. Like, I would like to get paid, but you know, if they talking about just getting me out there and letting me rock out, I'll do it. Do you have any selective target markets in mind, offhand, that you're looking at? Yeah, Can you tell some listeners? I'm looking for those who are interested in booking you. Particularly, I'm looking to target all fans of hip hop from that golden era. I feel like right now, you know, dudes between the age of like, or even like hip hop is like between the age of like 28 to 40. They don't have nobody to rock to. You know what I'm saying? All the younger cats got people to rock to. People older than that don't really listen to hip hop like that. But you got that age range, that 20, really 26, 27 to 40, or a little over 40. Those are the people that want that hip hop back, that real hip hop back. So that's the target audience I'm going for. Now, is there any specific geographic location that you've been centering in besides the local locations that you're trying to get your foot in the door? I would like to get my name out there overseas, like around Europe over there. As far as like the States is concerned, I'm New York all the way. East Coast, West Coast, New York first though. Can you tell some of your listeners your proudest achievement in the industry? That's a good question. I would say probably releasing my first CD, my first solo CD, because I've been on a lot of featured projects. I was on maybe like about 7 or 8 featured projects, and me putting out my own solo CD was probably the biggest achievement for me. Or even winning a productionprofits.com contest 2 months in a row. That was pretty good. That's about it. Well, you planning? I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things that I'm proud of in this music game. But those are 2 things that I've done personally myself that I was proud of myself for doing. Are you planning to go into film, or have you already done some film work? Am I planning to do what? film? Are you planning on going to film, acting, or have you ever?
I mean, if that opportunity crosses my path, best believe I'm gonna grab it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna grab that opportunity. But right now, my main focus is on getting this CD finished and doing these shows and pushing my CD out to New York. I just need people to hear my music. But yeah, if that opportunity crosses my path, I'm willing.
Now, what channels have you put in place to make sure that you receive that maximum visibility? Let your listeners know, what's the process?
Well, there's a lot you got to do. For one, you got to be online all the time. You got to get your name out there. Just try and work with as many people you feel are on your level as possible. That's what I've done. I work with a few cats in my hood, a few cats around the city. Just the way I see it is, if you put a dude on your record that got buzz, or you got buzz, and you get on another dude record that don't have as much buzz, that works out for the both of y'all. So I would say networking is the key. Now,
what's the difficulty name a difficulty that you encountered working with an artist, some of the artists, or with an engineer that you could let some of your listeners know?
Well, with engineers, I have to start with that because I probably have the most difficulty with engineers. I'm very particular. I'm my own worst critic. I'm the type of person that the shit has to be perfect before anybody hears it. So sometimes I might be in the studio with an engineer for 5 hours, just touching up shit. I might come back the next day and say, yo, I need this touched up, I need that touched up, and they'll be looking at me like, oh, come on, Rich, this shit already sounds good. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds good. It needs to sound great. It needs to sound perfect. You know what I'm saying? As far as artists is concerned, I don't really work with a lot of artists all the time. Like if an artist wants to feature me on something, I'll drop 16 on their shit. But usually, I think the only real difficulties I may have with working with artists is either their content or just where they're going with the song. Because I'm not the type of artist that you could put me on a record and you be rapping about guns and drugs, and I'm not talking about that. It don't make sense to me.
Now, do you do ghostwriting?
Yeah.
Are there any
artists? I can't name them. I'm sorry, but I can't name them. Never fuck up a dude's career, but yeah, I've worked with a few dudes. I've written for a few dudes. I've written for a few females too. Actually, right now I'm looking to write for kids. So if there's any kids that got that swagger that don't particularly have their writing skills up to par, I could help them with that. Actually, funny thing is I've given myself the title of rap coach. What I do is I work with rappers who actually have good things to say but don't know how to formulate their rhymes right, and I'll help them formulate it, put it into a 16, help them ride to the beat the way they're supposed to, and, work with them like that.
Besides Ugmagonline.com, promo code MASSIVE, what other ways the listeners get at you? Give them your info, Mass.
Oh, well, other information, you can catch me on YouTube, Massive, a.k.a. Filthy Rich. If you need to hit me up on Twitter, you can hit me on Twitter at The Real Filthy. You can hit me on Reverb Nation, Massive, a.k.a. Filthy Rich. There's others I can't even think of. I got 17 different sites out right now. Yeah, those are the main ones, though.
And definitely, like I said, he's featured in our Volume 1 article of the International Underground Entertainment Magazine. That's massive. Look for him, because when you use his promo code, you receive a discount. It's only $2. $2 for the magazine purchase, but without the promo code, it's $3. So you want to use the promo code to support the artists, because a lot of artists have been taken advantage of in the industry. So this is how we pay retribution for all their hard work and dedication to the game.
Word up. Now, y'all know y'all gonna need that dollar too, so y'all could get that Dutch. So when y'all roll up and blaze that and listen to that shit, y'all could be like, damn, this nigga's nice.
Get loud, Massive. Get loud. Let me tell him about it. Now, ultimately, what do you see yourself becoming in this music career?
I just want to be a remembered artist. I don't want to be a flash in a pan, you know what I'm saying? I want to be that dude that 20 years from now, they like, yeah, you heard that song, that old song from Massive? Yo, that dude was crazy. Like, I want to be a force in this industry. I want to be somebody who could come on. I want to get in this game and not have to fuck with anybody to get on. I don't want to have to do records with Drake or Lil Wayne or nothing like that to get my name out there. Like, a lot of dudes who come out, it's like they running with the same circles of people. And not that I got a problem with that, but I don't want to have to be that dude. I'd rather be a dude like Talib Kweli, who's respected in his own right and don't have to work with anybody to be respected.
Now, say if you got stuck on an elevator, right? An elevator going, you had a business meeting, you had to go up and they're playing some music. What artist would you prefer to be stuck on the elevator with, listening to?
Any artist from any time.
Any artist from any time.
I would say like Mos Def, Talib Kweli, KRS-One. I met him a few times. I really respect that dude. It's a lot of cats. But I mean, most of them is like old school cats. Not even old school. I'm gonna call them golden era cats. Redman and Method Man. Oh yeah.
Now,
those are my dudes right there.
Now, is there anyone in the music industry that you may be a little bit starstruck of that you would like to meet or you would like to perform with?
I would like to perform with Redman. I would like to do a record with Nas. I would love to do a record with Nas.
Why Nas?
Nas said something that I thought was the most, like the best thing to say. I heard him doing an interview once, and he said, yo, I want to buy Queensbridge Projects. And I thought that was so deep because most dudes, the objective is to make it, to get on so you can make it out of the ghetto. And I'm one of them dudes that I'd rather repair the ghetto than, or try to repair the ghetto than to move out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather kind of, try and put my money into the hood because that's where the diamonds in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to motherfucking to the burbs to find no real talent. That shit is here in the ghetto. People shit on the ghetto. I gotta move out the ghetto. I gotta get out of here. Yeah, it's rough, it's hard, but this is what it is. This is where the talent is at. This is where the people who are from the bottom have no other place to look but up. And when you don't give them an opportunity, you're not giving yourself an opportunity. You're not giving this game an opportunity. So just his mind state, I respect more than anything. I would like to cut a record with him and do like something big for our people.
Now, I know we don't have 5 years, but what's your 5-year plan, your 5-year business plan to give retribution back to the ghetto?
From now to 5 years from now?
Yeah, but just a short version of it, just so your listeners could get a glimpse of where you're going.
My 5-year plan will probably be to get on in this music business, get my followers to really support what I'm talking about, and maybe make the transition, start attacking politicians. That's my 5-year plan. I want to get in this game, get my fans up, and have us go at these politicians.
And what's going on with the politicians today? Are there any issues that you feel as though that need addressing? Without
everything. First of all, the way we even being treated, the way we be looked at, the way we're looked at as the bottom of the totem pole. And I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about dudes in the ghetto. Like, we get no respect. Even the rappers who get the most money get no respect amongst wealthy Americans.
So
I want hip hop to be respected again.
So it's important right now that, because a lot of people have been taken advantage of, like I said, by the industry of tracking your revenue. What do you have in place to track your revenue?
Myself.
Do you have a system right now to track your revenue in the industry, just for your listeners and your followers who are getting into the game?
Not necessarily. I mean, people I work with, I would say, but like, I mean, I'm not like super big in this industry. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a force, but I'm a force that hasn't been recognized yet. So I would say everything is kind of a work in progress right now. As far as like tracking my revenue, I would say whoever's riding with me is gonna be them people. I'm not gonna go look for some outside person that I don't fuck with, that I don't know, who's trying to get me to maximize my dollars by doing whatever is popping right now. Like that.
All right.
That.
Good. I'm listening.
That doesn't really mean much to me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather people to respect and understand my message than for me to say some old okey doke shit to try and get sales and get money off of it. This is more than money for me.
Now, I know you probably dealt with a lot of people in the industry. Now, do you have anybody that you want to give good publicity to because they've done you right in the industry? I know there's a lot of people that have done people wrong, but now's the time to give a special shout out to that person that has been supportive for you in the industry and help you along the way, you know, lift you up when you were in that time.
I would say shout out to KRS-One. He definitely gave me a lot of guidance in this game. DJ E-Cash, DJ Super Dave, Chris Conway, my engineer, very, very high, reputable engineer. G Banger, another producer. Gozy, another producer. Like, most of the people I fuck with are either producers or, you know, engineers and things of that nature that help me. As far as, like, people in the industry, Rash from Strictly Roots, he did a lot for me. X-Ray, Mindbender Records, he did a lot for me too.
Okay, now, you said you've been coaching a lot of people. Do you want to give attention to those people that you've been coaching? Because this is their time to get their opportunity to shine. So mention their name as well.
I mean that would kind of serve as a good and bad, only because I wouldn't want to put somebody out there that I coached and have people feeling like, you know, well, you wasn't that nice. Massive had to coach you, you know what I'm saying? But to all my people who I do work with and who I do kind of help sharpen up their skills and shit, and who I have helped sharpen up their skills, you know, shout out to y'all. Whether we deal with each other still or not, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that after working with me, this shit got a little tighter. So,
all right, now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this series up a bit for your listeners. You want them to know that, all right, getting into this game, it may be a little bit expensive if you don't plan your finances right.
Yeah.
So, you know, give some insight to how preparing your monies, your finances, can save you a lot of time in the end when you're trying to get your name out there.
I would say a real important thing to do would be to try and start your own label. It doesn't cost much to do. Whatever you do, you can actually do it under that business name, and then you can file shit for your taxes and get some type of return off that shit. Definitely incorporate yourself. Incorporate yourself first before you even start recording shit, because it don't make sense for you to record shit, put it out there under, you know, your name. You don't have no business behind your name. Somebody just going to come up and take that shit and move on. And label I'm working on, I'm working on putting together right now as we speak is Lafayette Allen Productions.
All right, that's good. So everyone listen and look out for Lafayette Sound Productions. Now, do you
Lafayette Allen Productions.
Lafayette Allen Productions. Pardon me for that. Now,
no problem.
You also, do you have a distribution deal, or are you looking for a distribution deal?
I'm looking for a distribution deal right now. I got the product. I need that distribution deal, though.
So he got the product, everyone. You listening. Only now he's looking for the placement. Yep. So for all the listeners, get at him. That's massive. That's massive. Get at massive right now.
Yes, sir.
You can see him featured in Ugmagonline.com, the International Underground Entertainment magazine. It's massive, a.k.a. Filthy Rich.
Yeah,
right. But we already know all those other scrupulous artists that have been riding the wagon. We've been evolved from Filthy Rich. Now we're massive.
All right.
And that's the promo code. So when you purchase a subscription from our magazine, use this promo code. That's $1 off the original price of $3. All right. So, like I said,
let me just say one more thing. Yo, I need all my fans, all the people who listen to my music, who respect it, just like follow it, spread the word, tell other people about it. Because when you get real hip hop, you don't want to just turn your back to it. You know what I'm saying? This is something that we've been waiting for, something that we've been looking for. So when somebody is providing it, you know, don't shit on them. Like, really give them that respect. Listen to it. You know, tell other people about it if you like it. Rep your city too. New York, rep your city. Wherever you're from, rep your city.
Massive. You had 2 minutes, right? Say if you had 2 minutes for someone to listen to your song. This is your song. You wanted to get out there. You were given to go somewhere else. Take this to another planet. What song would you like to leave as longevity?
I would say, damn, I got so many. Like, I would just give them my album and just say, take 30 seconds off take 30 seconds off of 4 songs or something. But I would say authentic, because it really represents where we've come from and what's wrong with this industry right now. I would like to, if I had 2 minutes, I would let them listen to my one song, Authentic, off that album, Lyrically Massive, coming out soon.
Massive, can we get a little taste of Authentic? Can you just give us 2 verses for your followers?
I'll give it to you right now. You ready?
We're ready.
All right. Back in this rap profession, massive the last connection to real hip-hop music, here to avenge the legends. The game's an open target, these rappers have mad protection. How can you pass a test if you never study your lessons? Your subject matter is weak, your rap's like aggression, repetitive content, sounding like a scratch record. Your flow is stolen from real artists who spaz reckless. Get off that gravy train, this is the last exit. I'm the epitome of what a good spitter should be. Lyrically fit to go toe-to-toe, I'm a different breed. Come from a different cloth, move at a quicker speed. Niggas be starving for the real. I got the shit you need. Picture me rapping about selling crack, that isn't me. Ain't nothing slick up my sleeve. I do this shit with ease. Allergic to whack shit, I'm your inner histamine. Visions you see in my raps give you epiphanies. I'm gifted, and this is the difference between them and me. I spit it so sick, I think I got a phlegm disease. I slay critics if you diss it while you mention me. Dave Hartley style, your body's still a mystery like Tiffany. That Rondo flow, ain't no bitch in me. Listen, please pay attention, you won't get a sentence free. Time is money and I'm flatlining dummies rhyming funny in the New York minute. I'm authentic, baby.
That's massive. That's massive,
yes,
world. That's massive. Get it. Get loud. Massive. Before we go, massive. Before we go, is there anything you want to tell your followers to bring to the next class when they come see you perform?
Bring a pad, bring a pen. Take notes.
Take notes. There it is. I'm Dre, a.k.a. Andre and Dawn Music. It's the International Underground Entertainment Magazine, ugmagonline.com. It's massive, featured
yes, sir.
in the magazine. Get it, get loud, massive.
Yeah. Go get that UG Mag, baby.
Peace.
Peace.